Hello YouTube here, it's Lisa Stade of the YouTube channels of Lisa Stade and Hitler Obsessed. I'm coming to you all here to tell you about part 18 of the lecture series of the life and death of Adolf Hitler. Now where I left off on was Hitler being sworn into office, and Hitler will make sure all his policies and ideology are made pretty much mandatory. So Hitler would start also building other things, like, he'll go through massive building projects. I know I mentioned before about the Chancellery and the Autobahn in the Swastika documentary lecture series, that you may see the videos. Pretty much, Hitler would make these massive job programs to try to fix things. Hitler would also have the Mother's Cross for women who bore both what Hitler considered pure Germanic, Aryan, Nordic kids to recreate the master race. And you would have the Lebensborn program to talk about a bit of the programs Hitler was having. This was connected with the SS too. So women that would be raising children and birthing children that were part of the Nordic, Aryan master race to be born for the fuel. Women would go up and pretty much be wanting to have a kid for the fuel. I'm guessing there was no Hitler involved, so get all ideas about that out of your head. I mean, we're on a college campus saying that. But Hitler would also have, he would also use the power of film and radio. I know, I mentioned that. Hitler would also have, even before his campaigns, before him getting, not his political campaigns, but his entrance into becoming sworn in as Chancellor, Hitler would have the Hitler Youth. Now, there was the Wolf Cubs, which was the Cub Scouts of the Boy Scouts there, and the League of German Girls, which was pretty much the whole age up to 18 for girls. That was to prepare women to become good mothers and German housewives and raising the Nordic Aryan master race. And Hitler would have, for the Hitler Youth was the Boy Scouts equivalent of the Wolf Cubs, and then there was the Hitlerjugend, the Hitler Youth. And that was the military kind of stuff to prepare the boys for war. Now later on, towards the end of the war, Hitler would have pretty much everyone, young kids, fighting for him. If you've seen Downfall, you probably know what I'm talking about. The young kids sitting there in the trenches with the grown soldiers, trying to take on Russian tanks with nothing but, hand grenades, outdated guns, the Panzerfaust, stick grenades or whatever, and pretty much getting cut down and killed by Russians because of Hitler's really dumb decisions to mess with the Russians. But eventually, once the kids hit, pretty much the late teens, they go through the labor service. And yes, this was another thing that would be mandatory for the, youth or the adults there, that they had to work on labor service programs. So you would be either digging ditches or roads or construction, building projects. That was another little thing that Hitler had planned for the late teens to adults before the men could actually, because only the men could be a part of the voting, or they weren't voting, but rigged voting, and membership of the Nazi Party. Oh, look, more students. But the women couldn't be a part of that, even though there was a group of women that wanted to start their own female, all-female Third Reich. And they even talked about, even in the group, having a female fuel, which I'm guessing Hitler, well, that thing just didn't take off because Hitler was, women should not be involved in politics. So women want to stay home, be the good German housewife, housekeeper, wife, mother, make the, produce the German offspring for the Aryan master race, for the 1,000-year Third Reich. So not a lot of options towards Hitler's viewpoint on these women. On women at all. Or young girls, to say. So that was one thing, but Hitler crushed this idea. I'm guessing Hitler probably, Eva Braun probably might have been the person who crushed this. A little bit of a side tangent here. Eva Braun several times would try to kill herself. The first time would be she would try to shoot herself. That would fail. The second time she would try to overdose on drugs. That would fail. The third time is the time that, you hear and you see about, in movies like The Monk or The Last 10 Days of Adolf Hitler, Downfall, The Untergang, Hitler to Gandhi, if you've seen that little Indian film of, pretty much the most Indian-sounding Adolf Hitler I've ever heard of. I mean, go watch the film. It's a bit odd. It's interesting. It's unique. But yet again, she would end up killing herself with Adolf Hitler because she chose to die in the field bunker with him. I'm guessing she must have found out something about Hitler, or she didn't want him to, I don't know, go on without him. I don't know why she would love Adolf Hitler. I'm not Eva Braun. I don't know what Hitler's got that's all wonderful about him. I don't know. Weird thing. But Hitler would also have a lot of, he would also ban the labor unions, and he would place a Nazi version of a labor union, which really wasn't much of a labor union. It was just to toe the party lines. That's pretty much what it was. More party lines to be towed. And a little bit of an interesting fact for you, during the 1936 Berlin Olympics, the TV would be invented to show the first airing of Joseph Goebbels giving a speech. So everyone that has a TV, that was your first broadcast on air. Hitler's propaganda minister, Joseph Goebbels. So that would be wonderful. I guess so. Pretty much. A bit of sarcasm there. I don't think that's wonderful, and I don't think that's wonderful to pay cable subscriptions for. Do you? Think that's wonderful? Not really. But that's a little bit of an interesting fact that Hitler would have. He did have, now to keep everyone happy, that's also a part of any animal rights groups, I guess. Hitler did pass laws to ban and limit hunting, because Hitler was also vegan, so a little bit of a fact there. And I think I probably was asking a bit too much on that statement. So any vegans are gonna go out on me, read a history book, and you will find out. I mean, come on. You support animal rights. Not the best guy, but I think, he was doing it for political campaigns somewhere. Something must have been tanking in his likings, and he must have had to appease somebody. Makes him look good, pure. Hitler was all about, also about, trying to make compromises too. He would only do that as a dictator, as a little bit known fact, when he was ever in any hot water. He would make compromises. because he knew that if he didn't make the compromises, people would come after him with pitchforks and torches and try to get him kicked out and thrown out of power. So Hitler understood the power of the people and had to probably try to keep them happy, just in case. Horrible dictator, I know that, but no wonder was probably willing to do all again. But eventually the compromises would not work for him. That's what would give us things like, Valkyrie, the White Rose, and the Warsaw Uprising. Heck, there was a uprising in Auschwitz, and I'm trying to... Is that the camp that was at? Don't remember. Oh well. But there was a couple of uprisings in the actual camps too by the inmates that, yes, would have been crushed. So a little bit of some historical facts on how Hitler would be losing his gift of compromising, and how he would react would not be the best. Complete obliteration and total war. So I'm going to end here on part 18 and say make sure to become a subscriber. Get everyone you know to become a subscriber to my YouTube channels of Lisa Stayed and Hitler Obsessed. Like these videos, hit the notification bell, set it to all, see every notification that of videos I have uploaded to Lisa Stayed and Hitler Obsessed. Leave a comment, share these videos also. Get everyone you know to become a subscriber, and let's grow this channel. And definitely go to my Patreon, subscribe, so I'll splurge money until, national debt looks worse than it is. Not gonna say that as a, don't do that, please. We need things fixed still in our country. Oh God, it's gone to shit. But no, donate to my Patreon as my subscribe star and become a patron. You can go to my BitChute.com channel at BitChute.com. That's BitChute. Lisa Marie Stayed. That's one word. Only see my channel. I suggest don't see anyone else's on there. They have some weird stuff with Hitler. They're just not as good as I am about them. Also, they have a weird thing with liking the guy a bit too much, to the point of supporting him. You can go to my Facebook account, and my Facebook Messenger account, that is at Lisa Stayed. You can send me a friend request, you can post me something, you can send me a message. You can do both if you want, and I will make sure to reply as soon as I can when I have time. And you can definitely go become a member and post things, send comments onto Hitler Interested History Buffs. I'm surprised as ever that thing has actually shown life as the goldfish that it is. I was about to actually serve it with some tilapia and some rice and some adobo, because it looked as dead as ever. It looked like the goldfish that it was, and it was going to show me life all of a sudden recently. Thank you for doing that. It's only the people that can support and keep that channel alive a bit somehow. And now on to, for the next video, on the life and death of Adolf Hitler, part 19. This thing is never ending. He's the bloody gift that keeps on giving. Only the Fuhrer mysteriously seems to do that somehow. And we all must go through it together to the end. Bye now.